Welcome to Afternoons with Amanda on Akron and Northeast Ohio's hottest and fastest growing network. 330 to go. Let's kick this thing off taking a look at your weather forecast for tonight. It's so crazy because when I go in and I edit for Tuesday, my weather forecast, for example, I'm deleting out whatever the forecast said on Thursday. And on Thursday, when I was last with you, the overnight low was 14. Tonight's overnight low, 45. Oh, yay. Cloudy skies, could see some periods of rain late as well. But yeah, overnight low of 45 degrees. I'm here for it. For tomorrow, going to see some showers on and off throughout the entire day, high around 56 degrees. And we are staying warm for the next several days. So definitely something awesome to look forward to. So today, the 17th of February, it is Lunar New Year. So happy Lunar New Year to you. I'm not going to lie, I had to Google because I was like, what is Lunar New Year? And everybody's posting about it, including us. And I feel like I should know what it is. And I did kind of know what it is, but I knew it as Chinese New Year. So first of all, this year is the year of the fire horse. And Lunar New Year is a 16-day festival, actually. It's a major celebration across East and Southeast Asia. We're talking China, Vietnam, and Korea, focused on family, honoring ancestors, and bringing good fortune. Key traditions include wearing new clothes. I could get with that. Cleaning homes. I totally did that today, so I guess I'm celebrating. Eating symbolic foods like dumplings and fish, giving red envelopes, and lighting fireworks. Yes, definitely down for that part. Locally, the Downtown Partnership in Akron is planning an event to celebrate Lunar New Year on the 28th of February. And it's going to be going on at the Akron Civic Theater. Going to be really cool, just an afternoon and evening of performances and vendors and things like that, just to celebrate. So definitely a very cool thing. And if you are celebrating, happy Lunar New Year to you. A fire horse, like I'm down for that. That's the year that I want. Sounds like it's going to be a good year if it's the fire horse year. Okay. Rest areas on the highway closest to your home might not be something you usually think about. I will tell you, there was a period of time when I first accepted a position in Akron, and I had about a 55 minute drive home. And there were some days that I would have to stop and use the rest stop on the way home, or I probably would have peed my pants, like legitimately. So if you're like me, this is probably going to bug you. But if not, maybe not. If you live in Medina County, this could cause you some problems. Northbound and southbound rest areas on I-71 in Medina County are set to be demolished. ODOT says they're going to be replaced with a parking area for trucks. This will give the trucks 29 spaces to park instead of the original 10 parking spots that were over there. And why is that important? Listen, my other job I work, okay, I make podcasts for truckers. And one of the things I learned about the drivers is they have a limited amount of time that they can drive. And then they have to stop. They have no choice but to stop. They are required by law to stop after a certain number of hours, right? Imagine you're driving and you pass your first spot where you're like, oh, I'll just park there. No spots. You get to the second part where you're like, okay, if there's none at the first, I'll park there. I mean, it is a serious problem. And ODOT says they feel like this is going to improve safety for everybody across the board. And I completely agree. So Medina County rest stops, bye-bye, and hello parking for truck drivers. I think it's a good change. So, all right, it's time for your McDonald's Feel Good Story. This segment of good news is sponsored by your locally owned McDonald's. You can follow along for Grimace sightings and deals at McDonald's of Northeastern Ohio on Facebook and Instagram. So get over there and follow before you miss out. So here's your Feel Good Story of the day. Since 2008, Akron native and Castle Park resident Michael Doherty has taken it upon himself to get involved in a local cause in a big way. And we're talking 2 stories high big. Michael Doherty has been creating a yard display for almost 2 decades in coordination with the 98.1 WKDD Radiothon for Akron Children's Hospital. We've seen everything from Finding Nemo and Frozen to the traditional 2-story tall snowman, and it's definitely something I always look for on Castle Boulevard. This year we got the snowman, and what an amazing cause. If you're not familiar, since the year 2000, 98.1 WKDD Radiothon has provided patients and families the opportunity to share their personal stories on the air and prompting hundreds of listeners to call in with pledges to Akron Children's. This annual fundraiser, this number blew my socks off, has raised more than $11.5 million for the hospital since its beginning. This year's event took place on the 13th and 14th. That's what this snowman picture is from the fundraising for this year. And Michael has raised thousands and thousands of dollars in his years of doing this to contribute to the big grand totals. This year, by the way, 13th and 14th, Keith and Tony of 98.1 WKDD's morning show made the announcement that the grand total of funds raised by this year's WKDD Radiothon for Akron Children's Hospital was just over $466,000. That's just this year, and it is absolutely amazing to see a local media company. And I say a local media company, this is the one people try to drag, iHeart, right? Look at what they just did for your community. So absolutely awesome to see that happen. Big kudos to Keith Kennedy, who's been around this radio city for a very long time. I remember bumping into him when I was a freshman in college. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll and I can't see where my cursor is. I was working at Bed Bath & Beyond in Montrose, and I had an internship at 91.3 The Summit, and I remember Keith came through my line wearing a WKDD like Letterman jacket, and I was like, oh my God, he's on the radio. I want to be on the radio. So anyway, doing good things for a long time in the community, and I love to see it, and I love to see this on Castle Boulevard. It's really awesome. All right, let's get into your sports. Let's get into your Olympic update. The Milano Cortina Winter Olympics are in their final week this week, with the official schedule set to conclude on Sunday. For the last 3 days, we've seen Norway extend its lead at the top of the medal table, while host nation Italy has enjoyed a record-breaking surge on home soil. A major highlight was American bobsledder Elena Myers-Taylor finally capturing her first career gold medal in her 5th Olympic appearance. Tomorrow is Teams Day at the Olympics, featuring 8 gold medal events highlighted by high-stakes relays in biathlon and cross-country skiing. The day marks the start of the men's ice hockey quarterfinals, where the top-seeded USA and Canada return to the ice after their opening round byes. And some of the social media spats going on between countrymen of both the United States and Canada have honestly been hilarious, especially on X, formerly known as Twitter. The jokes are flying, and they're honestly funny if you're not sensitive. So you can go check that out and enjoy the sideshow. Let's see, what else do we got? Norway leads the Olympics medal standings with 13 gold medals and 30 total medals. Host nation Italy remains in second place with 24 total medals, while the U.S. rounds out the top 3 with 20 medals. All right, let's talk about your Cleveland Cavaliers. Since James Harden's debut, the Cavs are 3-0 with victories over the Kings, the Nuggets, and the Wizards. We're just coming off of All-Star Week, and of course, the questions about LeBron are swirling around. When Donovan Mitchell was asked how he would feel about LeBron returning for his final season, Donovan said, as a Bron fan, to be able to be a teammate, that would be special. It's LeBron James. Which I thought was a very nice way to put it, because at the end of the day, he's a fan too. And I think that's really, really cute. Who knows what will happen? Honestly, I'm not looking for Brown to come back and help us win a ring, but can that combo of Harden, Mitchell, and LeBron bring us the same level of energy as we had back in the 2016 season? I don't know. The world may never know. Cavs are back in action this Thursday at home against the Brooklyn Nets. That's one of those things that people will ponder till the end of time. All right. The man, Chevy Chase, is going to be around here. Listen, people always ask me Chevy Chase things like quotes from movies. Like, I'm the ultimate movie quoter. my mom didn't like Chevy Chase. The only movie that I ever really saw of his growing up was Caddyshack. Okay, so I didn't know. I didn't know until I was older. The man is hilarious, and he will be at Belden Village Mall March 1st, 12:30 p.m. prime time sports and framing. So get over their Facebook page. You can go search for the event page that way, or screenshot this right now so that you have the info. But very cool chance to meet Chevy Chase coming up on March 1st in Belden Village. I was going to say in North Canton, but it's Belden Village. Okay, moving on. Today is Fat Tuesday. In addition to it being Lunar New Year, today is Fat Tuesday. It's the start of Mardi Gras. And if you're looking for somewhere to celebrate Mardi Gras, all you need to do is step outside your house, because there's literally Mardi Gras celebrations going on all over the 330. Tonight on Waterloo at the Hop and Frog. Also, the Tiki Underground in the Falls, Jersey's on East Turkey Foot Lake Road, and so many more. And these are all happening today. If you are looking for something that's maybe not so party related, but still related to like the food and atmosphere, listen, the best suggestion I can make to you is go to the events section of your Facebook page. There are churches putting on dinners tonight that are Mardi Gras themed. So if that's more your speed, then you can go do something like that instead. Okay, so it's something for everyone to celebrate Mardi Gras. Is this the one where you get the cake with the baby in it? I don't even know. All right, if you have an event coming up, you want it featured on my broadcast, just email me, amanda@330togo.com, and catch my girl Jess Mondays and Wednesdays for the 330 to Go morning show right here on Akron and Northeast Ohio's hottest and fastest growing network, 330 to Go. I'll catch you guys back here on Thursday.